In this video, Aubrey, what are some pros and cons to living with roommates on campus?
Yeah, so I did live in a dorm my first year of college. It was a more apartment style dorm where we had a kitchen and everything. I didn't enjoy it. It was a good experience, a good learning experience, not a good fun experience. Because I learned that I don't ever want to have a roommate ever again. Right? We got along fine at first, but we had a lot of like clashing, opinions about things. It just wasn't fun, and I didn't know any of the other people I was, in with in this apartment setting.
So describe
Mhm,
what in your situation, what was it like? How many people were in the apartment?
mhm.
How are things shared and so forth, ideally?
Yeah, so it was a three-bedroom, one bath. Well, it was like there was a shower and then a toilet, like, but in different rooms, and, kitchen and living area that were, common areas in the apartment. 2 people per room, and it was just too many people. That's
Mhm.
6 people in that little apartment, and, that it was old, so, like, the heating and air conditioning weren't great. I actually had to sign a waiver saying I wouldn't eat the walls, chips off the walls because there was lead paint
Oh,
on the walls.
wow.
Yeah.
And so how do you designate if you're in an apartment with
Mhm.
6 other people and you each have some milk in the fridge, how do you designate whose is whose so you don't end up eating everyone's food? Or do you?
Yeah, I guess you label it and hope no one touches it. Yeah, you can do it that way. You could divide up the fridge space. Like, there were too many of us for us to each have, like, our own shelf. So, yeah, it was the label it and hope approach.
And how do you go about designating who cleans
Mhm.
what, in the common areas? What would be some tips for those that are considering living with roommates?
Yeah, I don't know if I have any good advice for this because we were bad at that. It definitely became a situation where there were moldy dishes in the sink because no one would do them. Like I said, I don't want to do this ever again. It was a great learning experience. Some people have a blast. I personally don't wanna live with roommates at all ever again, but when I had roommates outside of college, that was definitely a lot better than the random people I was assigned to,
Yeah.
in the dorm level experience.
And I think when I was in college, I lived in 3 different apartments, and as
Mhm,
you mentioned, it is a learning experience because you have to now live with people that, you don't know. You have to
mhm,
learn how to share, to compromise, not to step on everyone's toes and feelings,
mhm.
and it can be a great learning experience for the future as you move on with your own children, with a partner, and so forth. Great thoughts, that you've shared in this video.